Hello everyone and welcome to another rare Pauper video. So currently there is a very rare historic Pauper event at the moment in Magic Arena. And by the time this video is released, there's probably going to be about like 24 hours left of the event or maybe 20 hours left. And if you haven't already done so and you want to farm some quick wins, this is probably going to be the best deck for you. This is probably the best archetype in Historic Pauper at the moment. And why is that exactly? Recently, we got this card called Sneaky Snacker from Modern Horizons 3. I guess it's not too recent, but this is a recent addition to the Madness deck. And this card is kind of insane because it's a recursion that happens in a deck that already draws quite a bit with things like Fatal Suiting, and now you have things like Grab the Prize and Highway Robbery that came out in recent set. Now, why these two cards are really good, even more than the looting for the Sneaky Snacker, is there's an additional cost when you play these, and that is discarding the Sneaky Snacker, and then you're going to be drawing two cards, which means the Sneaky Snacker is going to come out instantly. Now, the Grab the Prize is going to be the better spell, because if you discard a card that wasn't a land, this becomes a burn spell at the same time. Now, the Highway Robbery is pretty interesting as well because, for example, if you're stuck on land and you can't cast your Madness cards, then this becomes really good because you can plot this card so that the next turn you can draw two, discard a card, and be able to still play Madness card that turn. So these two cards that came out recently, one's from Thunder Junction and one's from Duskborn, are incredibly powerful. And lastly, to the Arena Edition, we got Vault of the Whispers, which wasn't a factor before in this deck, but because Lightning Bolt is not legal in Historic Pauper, and considering that we also got a Galvanic Blast very recently, this is a really good replacement because this deck already generates a lot of artifacts from Volder and Epicure, and we have the Vampire's Kiss, plus we have the 4 lands, we have the Bridge, plus the Vault of the Whispers. So now you're looking at a deck with a 4 damage burn spell in the deck, which can just instantly close out the game. So this deck is super powerful if you want some quick wins in Historic Pauper. This is the deck for you. You definitely want to check this out. So, and so that, I'm going to be hopping over to some Pauper Best 1 to show you guys what that does. So, let's hop on over. Alright. This is not a bad hand. If you see a Sneaky Snacker with some ways of like discarding, it's actually so good. We even got a Vampire's Kiss. Mono Blue. Interesting. Mono Blue. See if I can resolve this. It does. I think I'm just gonna play this and pass. The deuce. Okay, so they were just missing a color. Sure. So we're gonna discard the Sneaky Snacker. Then I'm going to fire off the Fiery Temper on the Archer. Boom. Okay, sure. We got so much damage coming in. 4, 6 damage here. I think they might be dead. Wow, imagine that. They have to actually jump block. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 4 damage, and then 4, 6, 7, 8. It's not technically lethal. I'm just gonna get rid of this then. Yeah, this deck is just so strong. They're gonna have to get rid of the sneaky snacker. No. Actually, let's play this first. Draw a card and discard a card. Okay, I mean, we don't really have to do anything. If they want to try to get rid of this, that's fine. Because they have to answer the board, right? Otherwise, they're just dead. I guess I can be a little bit mana efficient here. And now they're just dead in so many different ways, right? All right, GG's. Insane. Okay, this is definitely a keep. Whenever you see any untapped like mountains and stuff like that with the looting, that's definitely a keep. Despite like not having a, you know, black mana. It's just so good. Because a lot of these cards just draw a bunch of cards, so like you're eventually gonna get to your black source. Plus, it doesn't play that many black cards. Fun enough. And you can always just discard them too. Strong combo. Like, look. Just because, like, the deck just draws so many cards, you're always gonna be able to find these. Okay, whenever I see this, it does spell trouble. I think I'm just going to Galvanic Blast that. Yep. Oh, the bigger one. Whenever you cast an instant speed, this gets +3. Okay. Okay, I'm going to robbery for 0. I kind of want to find a removal spell for that. I didn't see any of them. I'm going to... looting. Okay, we don't see any of them. I think I'm gonna discard these two. I guess I'm just playing grab the prize for the vein here, then. I don't suppose I'm gonna die, though. Just in case I'm not gonna attack. Yeah, I just want to chump block here. This is why Sneaky Snacker is so good, because you can just chump block. Because it just comes back over and over again. Yup. Okay, so I'm only taking 4 damage. I'm actually gonna take this because the Sneaky Snacker is gonna come in tap next turn. We got another grab the prize. I don't think I'm gonna be playing Vampiric Kiss here. I think I'm just going to play another chump blocker and pass. So we got 2 damage. 4, 6. Hindsight, if I just kept another black source, we could have actually won here. Oh. Am I dead? We could definitely die here. $10 damage. Somehow give it like double strike. We're dead. $17. Close. This deck is just so strong. Just infinite draws, infinite burns, infinite creatures because of the Sneaky Snacker. Okay. I'll keep this one. This is definitely the weakest hand we've started with so far. And we don't have draw to discard a spell for the Sneaky Snacker. Fiery Temper. I'm going to Vampiric Kiss so that we can get the Sneaky Snacker going next turn. Oh, they're ramping. They are ramping. This is actually another reason why this deck actually needs like a swamp, but it's playing 3 copies of Vault of Whispers instead. Ooh. Well, that's kind of interesting, but We'll eventually get to our artifact. So yeah, like so. Yeah, and I think they're dead. This is like what, 10 damage? We have 10 damage in hand. Lembas. Certainly an interesting deck, but they're just dead. Yup. Unless they can somehow gain a lot of life. And they get rid of our creatures here. I just don't see it. Like, they can eat the Lembas, but that's really it. That's funny. So now they have to use, 2 mana for Lembas, which means they only have 2 more mana left, and that means they're not answering our creatures. All right. GG's. Yeah, this is by far the strongest deck, I think, in Arena Pauper at the moment. Like, it's not even close. Well, that is an interesting hand. If opponents like playing a small creature deck, this is actually pretty good. Okay. I was thinking maybe I should play a tap landed pass, but you may put a -1/-1. I think I'm just going to kill that right now. Okay, we got a mountain. I might still just Galvanic Blast here. Shambling Ghast. Okay, pretty strong. I'm kind of looking for like madness cards, but we're not drawing them. I'm surprised they actually attacked with this, considering that they have things like this, Corrupted Conviction. Another grab the prize. Okay. I think I am going to do this. Oh, now they show up. Now they show up. Okay, We'll play the imp. Attack. We have a 2 more damage here, and then hopefully we can get some artifact cards. Sacrifice another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Okay, we might actually have to kill that because that's a pretty pesky card. Okay, although we didn't really get anything that I want to cast here. The next turn, this is gonna come in untapped, so I'll discard a mountain and a fiery temper. 3, 6, 7. I don't suppose I'm gonna die next turn. Yeah, I don't suppose I'm gonna die next turn. I'll play the artifact land. If I do die, that would be kind of crazy. All right. Okay, they are dead. Boom. Insane. I mean, is it possible to lose with this deck? I don't know. Okay, this hand looks amazing. Ooh, lifelinker. Okay, that's this could be like an aura deck. It could be like an aura deck. I think I played this because I would need to play grab the prize and then catch imp, right? Right? No! No! Okay, that really sucks. Almost made a mistake there. Yeah, make sure you tap really carefully with this deck, by the way. I'm guessing this is like a reanimator. Maybe. Lifelink. Darn. Hindsight, I should have played this. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna play this fight. Actually, I shouldn't have played that because Faithless Looting, right? Choose 2 targets by the same player. That player sacrifices one of them of their choice. Sure. Whenever an enchantment you control... Okay, so... I could top deck a Faithless Looting, but because I top decked Galvanic Blast... Okay, they're just out. Man, what were those draws? That was so bad. Now, this is a bit tempting. Huh. I'm gonna keep it. It's my first time seeing a hand like this. I'm gonna see if a hand like this is keepable. I'm just gonna discard this to see if I can find a land. Ooh, okay. Might be our first loss. Might be our first loss. And never mind. This could be like a combo deck with the Anarchomancer. Ramping a lot. Oh, what a top deck, by the way. That was a really good top deck. I think I'm just going to do this and pass. This deck actually plays way too many tap lands, so there's no guarantee that we're gonna be killing this thing. The opponent's ramping hard. I think I have to play this. I could plot. Actually, I'm gonna plot. Then we can go like Fiery Temper or Kitchen Imp, things like that. Yeah, this is a combo deck for sure. First day of class. Okay, they're gonna storm out here. Definitely a pretty strong turn. Wait, didn't they have... Why didn't they attack? Interesting. We got a double untap land. Not gonna do anything. Okay, then I'll plot. I plotted because the looting was gonna lose value because we didn't have enough mana. Okay, so I am going to robbery here. Discard a card. Got a Galvanic Blast. And then I am going to... That's kind of awkward, actually. Okay, change of plan. I think I'm just going to Vampiric Kiss. And I'm going to leave up a Galvanic Blast. Or Ball Lightning. When this deals combat damage... I'm going to Burst Lightning. Okay, another one. Okay, so now I'm going to looting. Get rid of a Temper and Imp. Madness. Get rid of you. How do they have what? Wait, how do you have like you just drew all your hawks? Yeah, you just drew all your hawks? Okay. I'm just gonna attack with one. Sure. Okay, they blocked for me anyways. The way it's tapping. So strong. Wow, that's 8 damage. If I draw a land, we win. I meant to say the other land. That might win me the game. No, this is not the Madness card. Hold up. Wow. What a card Galvanic Blast is. That's insane. This deck is insane. Alright, yeah, the deck is actually absolutely broken. We went 7-0, and we were on the play 4 times, and then we were on the draw 3 times. And even before this, yesterday I was actually playtesting this deck. I've also went 4-0 against an Aura, against Affinity. So yeah, like this deck kind of does it all. Like it's a very, very strong deck because like you don't have to rely on your creatures to deal damage. Like you have the Galvanic Blast, right? 4 damage. That's incredibly strong. Fiery Temper, Grab the Prize also does damage. Burst Lightning, Vampire's Kiss, Alms of the Vein. So like what this deck is doing is you're just chump blocking most of the times with these creatures. If not, you can also like use some of your burn spells to answer some threats as well. Especially like against Affinity, for example. Because of this card, you can't really like race them. So you have to make sure like you have these cards and then you're chump blocking a lot with these. And what's really nice about the Sneaky Snacker is if you have at least 2 of them, one of them chump block and then they die, and then the next turn you have another spare chump blocker, right? And then you play like Grab the Prize, Highway Robbery, or Faithless Looting, get back another Snacker, but it's because it's gonna come in tapped, right? You can just kind of rotate between the 2 Snackers and then you'll just have an infinite chump blockers, and while that's going on, you're just gonna win with like madness cards like Fiery Temper, Alms the Vein. Like the fact that like this deck has a lot of drain cards as well, like it's just so insane. And because of like the Vault of the Whispers now in the format, like you have some of these cards, plus like the blood tokens that the Voldemort Epicure generates, plus the Vampire's Kiss, that's additional 2 blood tokens. And you also have the dual land, artifact dual lands to enable the Galvanic Blast as well. Like the deck is insane. And I don't think there is a deck at the moment that really competes with the amount of recursion this deck has with the Sneaky Snacker, and sometimes like how aggressive this deck can be with like the flying creatures like Sneaky Snackers plus the Kitchen Imp. It is kind of crazy. Plus, funny thing is, the other tier 1 deck at the moment, which is the Affinity, plays cards like Refurbish Familiar, which is kind of unironically bad because it enables our madness cards. So if you expect this card to come out, you can kind of play around it and then leave up some madness cards, and yeah, that's going to be a pretty big deal. So yeah, rare Pauper video in this channel. The Pauper events kind of come and go in Magic Arena, and it's so short too, right? It's so short, 2.5 day event. By the time this video is released, like there's gonna be like maybe like 20 hours left of the event. So if you haven't already done so and you just want to quickly farm some wins, I think it's the best deck in Arena Pauper at the moment. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.